Hello again, GLL back for yet another video. It's been a while since I did a video like this where I simply call people out in my comment section, but this video needed to be made because this guy just would not shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Okay, I've said time and time again, there's too many idiots in the video game community. They just don't understand anything. You present them with a point, they then talk a load of bullshit, you then present them with the same point, then they talk more bullshit, then you explain to them the bullshit they're saying is bullshit, and that's not the point. They still fail to get the point, then they want you to then explain the point to them again, even though you've already explained your fucking point. Okay? So let's take a look at this dumbass, and if you watch this and you don't get the point, you're just as bad as this guy, okay? You're part of the problem. You're a dumbass too, okay? Watch. So we got DmarcusBaus, I'm going to say that is. He says, "This is what I think people need to understand when it comes to Overwatch winning. It won because it was available on all platforms, got over 10 million players in its first 2 months. It's one of the most watched games on Twitch and made it into the esports scene. Uncharted 4 was just an exclusive game that forces people to buy their PS4 if they wanted to play it. Yeah, it has story, unlike Overwatch, but the fact is that Overwatch was able to get so popular and become a huge game in just a few months is the reason alone why it won. Overwatch is a brand new IP that the gaming community hyped up for so long and actually delivered. Uncharted 4 is just another sequel that fans play just for nostalgia. This isn't to sound like another Overwatch fanboy. I like Uncharted, but you have to see it from an objective standpoint that Uncharted 4 was not going to win Game of the Year. If people don't like Overwatch, that's fine. What you want, but it's not going to change the fact that Overwatch is a great game to many people." So I basically turned around and said, after that huge fucking comment that just basically was a load of nonsense, okay, where in that fucking paragraph did it say the game deserves to get Game of the Year? Why do you deserve to get Game of the Year for selling a load in your first fucking month or whatever? Right? That's not what Game of the Year is about. It's about being a good fucking game, which Overwatch isn't, because it's not even a fucking game. It's like a demo. It's not called Demo of the Year. I even say this to him in the comments, and he doesn't get it. It's not a full fucking game. So how is it a fucking game that gets Game of the Year? It's not a game. You can't be Game of the Year and not be a game. It's not Demo of the Year. It's not free to play Game of the Year. So how is it a fucking Game of the Year candidate? So a full price free to play game wins Game of the Year, and that's all you have to defend it. Epic fail. And it's an epic fail. What is he talking about? It sold loads of copies. It's on multiple systems. Blah, blah, blah. That's not what Game of the Year should be about. It's about what game is the best game this year. The most content, features, and all that jazz. You know? Something that's completely groundbreaking and deserves an award. Not a cheap shit fucking game like Overwatch that took them like 5 minutes to make. It has no campaign, no split screen, nothing. Yeah, it's amazing. Halo 5 has more content. Let's be realistic here for a second. Let's be fucking honest to ourselves. The game is not a full fucking game. So it can't be Game of the Year. This is how stupid these idiots are. They just can't get it. It's so fucking hard to understand, is it? That the fucking game is not a full fucking game. So it's not Game of the Year. I said it in the original video. You just don't get it. Okay? You try and spin it like it's a fucking... It deserves Game of the Year. How? How does it deserve Game of the Year? Right, let's fucking continue, right? When it makes a huge impact in the game industry, yes. Are you really that dumb? No, I'm just really objective. I don't see why you're being so salty over a game award. Because it's not even a full game. It's not called Demo of the Year. Well, each to their own. I already said if you don't like it, that's fine, but that's not going to stop people from playing it. What does that have to do with it being Game of the Year? You bellend. What does it have to do with being Game of the Year? If people play it. It doesn't matter if one person plays it. It can still be Game of the fucking Year, because it'll be the best fucking game ever. What are you talking about? How the hell is it Game of the Year because most people fucking play it? You dumb motherfucker. That makes no sense. I literally just explained it. No, you didn't. Why is it Game of the Year? Because most people play it. That's not a reason to give something Game of the fucking Year. Look at Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, right? Look at that game. That game came out, what? 2 years ago, whatever. That game came out the same year as whatever, Grand Theft Auto, Tomb Raider, shit like that. I can't remember. Imagine if that had won Game of the Year. People would be up in arms. Like they are now. It's not a full game. It's like a demo. Yeah, it's got great graphics. It's got fucking sound. It's got fucking loads of fucking in-depth shit. But it's as short as fuck and it's not a full game. So why the fuck would that be Game of the Year? Because loads of people played it apparently? Because they did. So it's Game of the Year because loads of people played it. Ignoring the fact that it's a pile of fucking shit. Once again, it makes no sense. It doesn't. Why didn't you just give the Game of the Year to a fucking mobile game? There's loads of fucking free-to-play mobile games out there that fucking get loads of fucking play. Loads of them. They get loads of fucking money off of microtransactions. Where's that? That should be Game of the Year every fucking year. Because it's fucking up there, isn't it? In terms of fucking popularity. Fucking gambling sites and shit. They're way more popular. That's why they're bringing that shit into fucking full price games. But why doesn't that shit win Game of the Year? Because it's not Game of the Year, you fucking idiots. That's why. Because it's not a fucking game. That's not a full fucking game. It's not so hard to understand, really, is it? Okay? Just fucking get a clue. You explained that the game was popular, right? So give it to Pokemon Go, you retard. That's not the point. It's not a full game. Therefore, it can't be Game of the Year because it's not a full game. End of story. It can't be Game of the Year because it's not a full game. How can a game that's not finished be Game of the Year? It's complete bollocks. You do know that people stopped playing Pokemon Go after the summer ended, right? Overwatch kept increasing player base, so there will be no point. That has nothing to do with it, you retard! Do you not understand? It's not Game of the Year. It can't be. It's not a full game. How would Pokemon Go qualify as Game of the Year? For start, it's a fucking mobile game that's free. And it's not even as good as the fucking Pokemon Red from 1998, mind you. Or whatever, 99, whatever it was, 99 I think. It's not even as good as that. So how would it be Game of the Year? When it can't even, it's not even as good as a fucking game from 1999 in the same series. And you act like that was the point. The point was, that wouldn't get Game of the Year in a million years. So why would Overwatch? Because you're saying, games that are really popular get these awards. Well, that's not the point, is it? Games that are really popular shouldn't get these awards. Games that are good should get these awards. Hence, Game of the fucking Year. Not most popular game of the fucking year. That's a different fucking award altogether, you dumb motherfucker. It's not most popular game. It's game of the year. Hence, best fucking game that came out this year. How hard is that to understand? How can a game that's not a full game ever be the best game that came out? It can't be. It's impossible. A mobile phone game can never be game of the year. It can't be. It can't be. Because it's not a proper fucking game, is it? It's not that hard to understand, really. But you've got idiots like this motherfucker that just don't fucking get it. Fucking hell. Ho! You are so dumb. You are the reason the industry is doomed. Get off my page. Okay, don't explain. Yeah. You are too stupid to understand. Go and get an education, please. Please go and get anger management. Your assault is getting too intense. Lol. Go and talk to a brick wall. That is what it's like talking to you. I've been doing that the whole time. Wow. Please go away or I will make a video. Oh no, please, I have kids on YouTube. Unbelievable. Why do people like this think they know something about video games? Why do they think they know something? Okay, this isn't a guy trolling. This guy is a retard. Why does he come on to a page that's it's a rant video about how the Game Awards suck and that they gave a Game of the Year to Overwatch, and then you're going to turn around, say that Overwatch deserves Game of the fucking Year? Really? The video is about more than that. It's about Mass Effect look shit, Zelda look shit, okay? I talked a lot more in the fucking video, yet all I get on the fucking video is, oh yeah, Overwatch, yeah, well, it was a popular game, it's got 10 million players in the first 2 months. Who cares? Who cares if it got 10 million players in the first 2 months? So what? How many people sit on their fucking phone and play Clash of Clans? How many? Does that make it a good game? No! That's not how it works. How many people play Farmville on Facebook? Does that make it a good game? No! That's not how it works. You dumbass. What the fuck are you talking about? Popularity is not an indicator that the game is fucking good. It can be, but it's not the end all be fucking all. There's no way a game with no friggin' campaign mode and 3 game modes at launch is game of the fucking year. No way. In a million years, it cannot do it. It cannot reach those fucking heights. Even if the gameplay is supreme, and I know it isn't because it's just a cartoony Team Fortress knockoff. But apparently it's game of the fucking year. So, even if the gameplay was amazing, and I don't think it is, and I really can't believe that it ever would be, you know, and it looks like fucking trash. So, what? It's game of the year for what? For no fucking reason. Couldn't even win best shooter, yet it's the fucking game of the year. Yet all the games on the Game of the Year list were also shooters, but it didn't win best shooter. That's how stupid it is. But you're going to sit there and be like, yeah, well, it's got 10 million players, and it's watched on Twitch, it's got the esports scene. What does that have to do with it being Game of the Year? Really? Game of the Year for what? Because they tell you it's Game of the Year? What? Why is it Game of the Year? It's total bollocks. And you're so fucking dumb. I tell you why it's not Game of the Year. Because it's a free-to-play game for full price. Because it's half of a fucking game. And your argument is, well, I just told you why. It's because it's popular. Yeah, but it's still a free-to-play game for full price. That means it cannot be Game of the Year. You do understand that. You understand the point I made. So counter it. Okay, so counter that point. Tell me why it's not a free-to-play game for full price. Tell me why it's not a fucking got no content at launch. Tell me it hasn't, because you can't counter that, because that's a fucking fact. It's a fact. The game is fucking half a game. So because that's a fact, I am correct. You cannot counter that point. Okay? That is my opinion. Because it has no fucking content at launch, and it's essentially a free-to-play game for full price, it can never be Game of the Year. Because that is my fucking opinion. Okay? If in your opinion that fucking, a game on fucking mobile, like fucking Shag Sheep Simulator, can fucking win Game of the Year, well, I have no fucking clue. I cannot get into your fucking mind, you see? If you actually think Pokemon Go would ever be a contender for Game of the Year, you're completely brain dead. You have no clue or concept as to what the fuck you are even talking about. But you're going to come and try and argue it because you're some kind of Overwatch fanboy that likes to fucking jack off to Overwatch fucking sprites. Get a fucking grip, okay? If you like Overwatch, that's fine. But this game is about you liking Overwatch. This video is about why it is not Game of the fucking Year and why the Game Award fucking previews sucked ass. That's what it's about. It's not about you trying to fucking defend it. Oh, fuck. He said Overwatch didn't deserve Game of the Year. Well, it's my favorite game, so clearly it did. Yeah, it's your favorite game, has no frigging content. You can't argue that point. So why'd you even go any further? Why would you go any further? Why would you fucking try and argue by adding more and more fucking shit to your argument and keep going back to your original comments when that does not counter my point? That's not how you have an argument. I give you a point, then you argue that point. Okay? You come up with all that bullshit and I just said, it's a free-to-play game for full price. Okay? And you said... And I said, it can't be Game of the Year. You said, when it makes a huge impact in the game industry, yes it can. No it can't. No it can't, because it's not a full game. It's called Game of the Year. It's not called Demo of the Year. Can't be Game of the Year. You're an idiot. It makes no sense. You're just full of shit. And there's hundreds like you out there that are so fucking dumb. You know, you accept less and less and less and less. Fucking 5-10 years ago, a game like Overwatch would have had a full campaign. Team Fortress came free with the orange fucking box on the Xbox and on PC. The new Team Fortress 3? I can't remember if it's fucking 2 or 3. I really can't. But they did the orange box. You know, it had Half-Life 2, Half-Life Episode 1 and 2 and 3. And then they had... Portal, which was a class game, and Team Fortress. So you got all that value for money in one fucking disc, and now you get just Overwatch with microtransactions. So you've gone from a huge fucking game with several fucking class games in it, a collection of games, to the game like exactly the same fucking quality of a mini game in another fucking collection of games, which was like 30 fucking quid when it fucking came out for a fucking load of fucking games, not just one. You go from that to a game that's similar to that, but with microtransactions as well, just to add even more insult. So how does that deserve fucking Game of the Year? It makes no sense. A game like that 10 years ago, or whatever, wouldn't have stood a chance. The fucking gamers are being fucking groomed into getting less and less and less and becoming more and more fucking retarded as time goes on. They just accept less and less and less. It's fucking sad. Just get a fucking grip. You can clearly see that the game is lacking content, so don't fucking buy it. It's not rocket science. What the fuck? Have we not learnt from games like fucking Destiny and shit like that come out with nowhere near enough content in it, and then people continue to buy shit new? when they know it's a fucking half-arsed game. Oh yeah, Overwatch. Yeah, it's got absolutely no fucking split-screen multiplayer. It's got no fucking campaign. It's got no game modes other than 3, and they're all multiplayer. And the maps, you can't even play between game modes. There's no customization for the fucking multiplayer. You can't play like one map in the other fucking game mode and shit, even in private matches. So it's all split up. And it's just a half-arsed fucking game. But that's Game of the Year. And we're going to pretend that it's a good game. Even though it can never be a fucking great game. Not even close. Not even close. There's, like, any game this year is better than that. Like No Man's Sky, huge fucking environments you can explore. Quantum Break, amazing story, amazing sound, real fucking actors that we know, like a fucking series, fucking all that fucking shit. It doesn't matter if you don't like it. You can see the production value is so fucking high in that game. You can. Compared to Overwatch. What did they do in Overwatch? They did dick. They made a few fucking characters and some multiplayer maps and then tagged on some microtransactions. That's what they did. They didn't spend hours doing dialogue and story and motion capture and shit to make the game fucking awesome. It's lame. It's fucking lame. There's no story apart from gay fucking shit. There's fucking gay fucking porn art. It's just a game for fucking weebs. It's sad. And I'm sick of the sad cunts coming on my fucking page. Oh, it's a fucking good game. Oh, blah, blah, blah. It sold 10 million. But who the fuck cares, you retard? Who is listening to you? You just get the fuck off my page. Just move on with your life. Why do you have to fucking keep talking to me about it? I told you my opinion in the first comment. So why do you keep... Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong because Overwatch is a popular game. Yeah, which doesn't debunk my point that it's a fucking free-to-play game for full price. It doesn't debunk that point. So if you accept that point, if you accept that it's a free-to-play game for full price, that's it. Okay, move on. I've told you why it's shit. Therefore, you agree with the reason why I think it's shit. That it is a free-to-play game for full price. Move on. It's not like you can test that fucking argument or that point of view. You agree with that point of view. So move the fuck on. Don't fucking try and be a fucking clever cunt in the comments and try and spin it like I'm a retard, because you'll just make yourself look a retard. Like you have done here. Just shut the fuck up and move on. Fuck's sake. Feel free to subscribe, guys. See you later.